patriots, the despots and their conmen have panicked badly. And I mean badly. Despot Muigai Nje Meta and his conman Raila Odinga are in a desperate panic mode over their BBI handshake. I have seen their zombies and psychophants all over the social media trying to scandalize my name, trying to fight the losing battle through slander. They claim, fantastically, that I traveled to Austria, Vienna, Austria, and met the deputy despot, William Samoei Ruto, and that I have been hired to help Ruto fight the BBI handshake and for his 2022 presidential bid. Now, let me make something extremely clear, crystal clear. Number one, Miguna has never been to Austria. Have traveled to so many countries, but one of the countries I've actually never traveled to, I've never visited, I've never even flown over, is a country called Austria. I would wish to visit one day Vienna, because I understand it's a beautiful city, but I've never been there. Number two, Miguna has never spoken with nor met with William Samoei Ruto since 2012. The last time we met, I was with Raphael Tuju, then when Tuju wanted to stand as a presidential candidate in power. And I was trying to help Tuju negotiate some kind of arrangement with some potential presidential candidates. That was the last time I actually saw William Samoei Ruto. I've never seen him since then. I've never spoken with him. I've never texted, nor have I received any text from him. I have never met any of his lieutenants. None of them has communicated with me. None of them has requested my help, and I would never give that help. Integrity is priceless, and that's what I have. And that is what is making Muigai Nje Meta and the conman Raila Odinga to panic so badly that they have unleashed their teams of militia on social media to attack me. Let me also tell them this. Miguna is a very happy man. I'm happiest when under attack. I thrive and triumph when under attack. I enjoy when these people are desperately attacking me. They have said since 1987, when I was just a teenager and a student leader at the University of Nairobi, that I was going to be relevant within months. I was going to be relevant within years. I have never been irrelevant. 1987, that's when Despot Moi attacked my residence at the University of Nairobi, abducted me, and detained me in Communicado at the Nyayo torture chambers with 4 of my colleagues, fellow student leaders, expelled me from the University of Nairobi after releasing us from detention, after the students went on huge protests. At that time, we were fighting for multi-party democracy. I have never wavered since then. I have never been compromised. I have never compromised my principles, and I will never do it. I fought together with others the one-party dictatorship until we got multi-party democracy. I was the head of the Committee for Democracy in Kenya. for many years. I founded it, I coordinated it for many years as a student exiled in Canada. I continued fighting for democracy until eventually I returned home in 2007 and got involved again to continue the pursuit for justice and liberation. Eventually, I advised Raila Odinga with the hope that we could transform Kenya, make it a merit-based society, make it a society based on the rule of law, governed by the rule of law and the Constitution. A country where social justice prevails, a country where we have equity and equality, a country without tribalism, a country that empowers citizens, a country that eliminates corruption, a country that brings order and justice in public affairs, a country that presides and values equity, justice, equality, and the empowerment of all citizens. Raila Odinga sold out. Raila Odinga went and joined Kibaki. Raila Odinga got enticed by money. Raila Odinga became corrupt. Raila Odinga stole and looted public funds. Raila Odinga grabbed land. Raila Odinga got involved in the Maize scandal. He got involved in Kazi Kwa Vijana scandal. He got involved in Triton scandal. He got involved in so many scandals. I got so pissed up that we eventually fell out. We fell out because Raila Odinga was ungovernable. Raila Odinga had become an irredeemable corrupt man. This is the man that eventually betrayed me to Uhuru Kenyatta in February 2018. He went behind my back, got into a conspiracy with Uhuru Kenyatta, organized my abduction on a day I was supposed to meet with him and Jimmy Wanjigi so that they could deliver some funds for us to organize mass protests throughout the country. Raila Odinga is a traitor. Uhuru Kenyatta Muigai Nje Metameta is a despot. Raila Odinga has now become part of the despotic state. He is part and parcel of the state. So, saying that Miguna works for Ruto, you have to ask yourself the question. Ruto is Uhuru's deputy. Miguna has never worked for Jubilee. Miguna will never work for Jubilee. Miguna will never work for Ruto and will never work for Uhuru Kenyatta and will never work for Raila Odinga. When we were in the resistance, after the fraudulent elections of 2017, it wasn't working for Raila Odinga. It was working in solidarity with everyone, including Raila Odinga, people that profess that they wanted freedom, they wanted liberty, they wanted Kenya to be transformed, they wanted electoral justice. That's what we were fighting over. Now, the fact that they have betrayed the cause doesn't mean I have to join them. I will never join them. I will never compromise on the principles and the cause for justice. So that is the message I wanted to pass over to the patriots of Kenya, that Miguna has integrity. Miguna cannot betray the cause. Miguna will never be compromised. Miguna cannot be bought. Miguna is priceless. We are going to fight the despots and their conmen, all of them, until they fall. Despots must fall. Reject the BBI. The process is tainted. The process is contaminated. They handpicked a group of their sycophants to draft a document that was predetermined. They used more than 10 billion Kenya shillings illegally to fund this process. They met in hotels and are going to give people a patented fraud that Raila Odinga and Uhuru Kenyatta already agreed on more than a year ago, so that Uhuru Kenyatta can continue to illegitimately control matters of state after his term, his legitimate term, comes to an end. We must say no. We must say no. We must reject the BBI handshake. Demonstrations and protests are happening all over the world. In Lebanon, in Catalan, in Chile. In many parts of the world, there are huge demonstrations on the street. In Hong Kong, and in many other parts of the world, including in Africa. This is the only formula of getting liberation, of getting freedom, of getting transformation. It's called People Power Revolution. Viva! In case you'd like to order my books, for those who are in the continent of Africa, Asia, the Middle East, you can go to www.nuria.co.ke. Nuria is Nuria, nuria.co.ke. For those in North America, go to www.integritylimited.com. Integritylimited.com. Thank you very much for listening to me. Viva!